Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Golf. I hope you're having a great day and better week. Today we're talking about hats or head coverings or caps or whatever you want to call them. And so we have collected way too many in the last year, testing, wearing them casually, and we're going to let you know the best hats, and also by category, that are made for not only the golf industry but certainly kind of the outside the golf industry as well. So stay tuned as we go over the best hats in golf in 2024. All right, so the first category we're going to start with is buckets, hats. And so bucket hats are probably, I wouldn't say the least common, but certainly I wear them, certainly for rain. I won't get into the rain kind of style hats today. I think FootJoy, I think there's a few brands out there that probably make the best. But the best bucket hats that I've used, there's really two that I don't have on this table. They're actually being washed as we speak. And the first one is the G4, and I'll put pictures up now of the white and navy with the mini Gs. I like this hat for two reasons. One, it's reversible. Two, it's cotton. If you don't want a synthetic hat, it's great. I've worn this hat multiple times, maybe 6 or 7 times. I've gone out socially with this hat. Has held up really, really well. And I think the price point at $40 or $45 is a good price point. The other one I wear all the time, and I should get multiples of it, but I need a navy one, is a Ghost Golf and the high definition Play Fearlessly one, and I'll put pictures up here. Love these hats. I just wore mine, what's today, Sunday, so just wore mine the other day, Friday, out casually, and love it. And I had 2 people actually comment, I like that hat. So Ghost has 1,000 different versions, and 1,000, they have 6 or 7 different versions of their bucket hats, maybe the most in the golf industry, but really, really like theirs. I know Vessel and a few other brands have come out with some great ones too, but haven't tested those yet. But the one I like the most of all of them, and this is an older style Patagonia, and what I like about this one is the venting on the top. So most hats, certainly bucket hats, it feels like you're melting sometimes when you wear them because they're literally covering your whole head and the sun's beating on it. But I actually love this Patagonia, and I'll put the information up as well, the name of it. But you don't have to have the strap. The strap is removable, but I do like it. It can even be tightened. This is great for water sports, golf. I use this for yard work sometimes, really everything, but certainly the #1 spot for the best bucket hat in golf is this Patagonia. So let's say you don't want a bucket hat and you don't want to wear, you know, a fedora or that kind of hat, but you want something a little more upscale. And you guys have seen I wear these all the time, and these are from Boston Scally Company. And what I like about these is you order them by size. I'm kind of stuck in between, I think, everything in life. See, I'm between a medium and large and everything. So I order a medium, large in these, and they fit good. But you can order them specifically by size. If you haven't been on this guy's site, and I'll put the information up, they make some of the most cool looking hats, and these, I mean, this is, I think, considered more of a newsboy hat, but they have so many different styles. So if you want more of an upscale look, this at Boston Scally is definitely the guys I would go with. So let's talk next about, I think, the best what I would say trucker hat style, and I'll just pull out a couple that I wear all the time, and they're probably going to be not in perfect condition because I wear them all the time. And so the 3 that I wear all the time is one, my Vessel. This is just one that I've had for a couple years now. This hat you've probably seen me in videos doing. Love this. Vessel just launched, not just a month or 2 ago, they're kind of super technical hats as well. I have not tested that yet. I'm hoping to get my hands on that, and maybe for next year we'll have that on the list. But love a Vessel. I think they're $30, so not super high end. This is from Duluth Trading, which I love. I think Duluth has got some crazy good looking hats, and they're really inexpensive. I think I paid $12 for this hat, so great. And then I think my favorite so far of the true truckers this year has been this one from True Linkswear. And I am not, I will say this, I am not a dad hat, relaxed hat kind of guy. But I really like this hat, and I'll show you how it fits real quick. Here's how it fits, and I love it. It's super relaxed. There's nothing in here. Super cooling hat, super comfortable. Love the look, love the skeleton golfing. But again, my favorite probably trucker's cap this year has been the True Lynx Wear, and they come with a couple different colors, and I think I paid 20 or 25 bucks for it. So not super pricey, again, for a true trucker's hat. So you see I've got a ton of hats left, and I'm going to rip through these, kind of my favorites, my non-favorites, and then kind of explain, like, have these guys caught up to Melin, or, you know, are they still that far ahead? So I'm not a huge, and you guys will probably see, I'm not a huge golf brand guy. What I mean by, like, club wise. So I had Mizuno hats that I like, and I'll get into this, and I found a new love in my Titleist one this year, but I'm not a huge brand guy. I like to support smaller brands. I like to help support people, and you'll see, like, we have 7-Iron, some other brands in here that aren't huge conglomerate corporations. So I try to stick with those for most of my hats, but I want to tell you my two, I guess, golf club specific, my two favorites are the Mizuno Delta. The Tour Delta is definitely, as I reviewed this one last year, what I like about this hat, super easy to breathe. I don't feel like I really get super hot in these. And some other hats, I won't throw them under the bus, but I don't feel like my head ever gets really hot in these. The other thing, which I'm a huge fan of, I don't love a cotton hat because I want to throw these in the wash and make sure they're doable. And I'll show you, these have both been washed, oh God, 20 times. And I'll just come up closer so you can see this. They still look like, almost like the day I got them. And this is a 2 or 3 year old hat. So the Mizuno Tour Delta really, really does a good job. The other one that I really like, and I've got it in multiple colors, is the Titleist Tour Breezer, or Breeze. Maybe it's called Breezer. Let me look it up. Yeah, the Tour Breezer hat. And so I've worn this a lot of times. Again, I'm not a huge fan of wearing brand specific. I do like this Titleist hat a lot. It comes in white, navy, and a bunch of other colors. I like this. I like the fit. I've worn this, again, washed this, and I've washed this twice, and I just washed it yesterday, so I'll show you guys. I mean, this is how nice these hats look after washing. And I'll get into a washing video at some point. No, I'm not going to say you stick them in a laundry tub outside for 3 days. I'll show you a much simpler method to keep these looking new. So for the brand specific ones, the Titleist and Mizuno to me are my personal favorite. So I'm going to go brand by brand here just so you guys can see, and I'll give you kind of an honest feedback of what I think of them. So the first brand, we'll kind of go in alphabetical order, is Asher Golf. Now Asher Golf does some great gloves. We reviewed them last year. They didn't make the cut this year, but they make some phenomenal clothing and hats. I would say out of Asher, they're probably like an 8 out of 10. They're good, they're not great, and I'll come up and show you this one as well. So I wear this one a lot. Everyone thinks my name is Asher, and you can see it's got a little bit of wear and tear after washing, but overall really good. But again, I'd say the Asher hats are about an 8 out of 10. This is one of my favorites. This is another Asher that says thinking birdie, making bogey. I've never played well in this hat. It's like it's cursed. This is kind of a poly blend. I wonder if it's cotton blend. Yeah, so it's got a cotton blend up here, and this is where it gets a little funky. But again, the Asher Golf, I would say, is a good 8, 8.5 out of 10. The next guys up, and we're going to go a little out of order here, is the guys from Ghost. And Ghost makes some phenomenal hats, and you can see I wear this one a you-know-what ton. This is my favorite Ghost Golf hat. It's techie, and I'll put the information up on it. It's kind of simple. It doesn't scream a bunch of stuff. This is more of what I would say kind of a streetwear Ghost Golf hat. This is a cotton blend. If you get this or even some of the bucket caps, I mean, they're really, really good. I would say Ghost does a really good job of making their products. I would give this a 9 out of 10. Ghost Golf gets a 9 out of 10 for their hats. Really good. They held up well and that stuff. We did this one last year, so I won't bore you. This is the Travis Matthew. I think it's called the Breeze hat or something, or Bahamas. Let's see if there's a name on here. A lot of these are made by the same brand, but I like the material in the Travis Matthew, and some of their hats are great. And again, I lean more towards the polyester than I do the cotton, because cotton just doesn't hold up. Bad Birdie, same thing. Again, this is, I think, a cotton blend. Let's go into this. No, this is also, the Bad Birdie's a polyester, all polyester, which I like. Again, not the biggest Bad Birdie guy, I'll be honest with you. I have a couple other things, but I do like the material of their hat, and you can see it's really, and I'll come up here, we did this last year as well. This is, I would say, another brand that's kind of borrowed some ideas from another brand we're going to talk about. So really, really good hats. Again, I like what Bad Birdie does. I would say this is probably 8.5 out of 10 as well. So some other brands just to check out. 7-Iron Golf, great golf gloves, great brand overall. These are a cotton blend. I love to see them mix in more polyester because you can wash these. The problem with cotton, as you guys know, is they just don't hold up great. So at some point, I'd love to see 7-Iron do some polyester. Those are probably a 7 out of 10. Again, I'm just not a huge fan of the cotton blend ones. So one of my favorite brands, and you guys see I wear them all the time. Let's see if I can find the other one, is Hatch Golf. And again, Hatch does very limited runs. If you need some really cool head covers or some golf gear, they're doing some really neat stuff. So Hatch make these hats. It's a Port Authority hat. It's a one size fits most. It's a flex fit. These may be the most comfortable hats I own. They just fit phenomenally well. I should have bought 50 of them when I bought them all. But again, around a $30 price point, really good hats. These are about a 9 out of 10. If you can get your hand on a Hatch golf hat, they do a really, really nice job. Another great brand that I love, if you can get your hands on them, is Peter Millar makes some great polyester blend hats. I've had this one for a couple years. Holds up great, washes real well. I'll show you the detail too, because they do like a rubber applique on here. Again, not a bunch of screaming branding like the closure on here. Again, just another great fitting hat. Peter Millar does a really nice job. Getting towards the end, and I'll wrap up here, but another brand that I love that you guys see I wear is Jones Golf. We've done a golf bag review for these guys, but I've been buying their hats, man, forever. This is, I think, their birdie hat, but I think it's really called, what, a shipcock or whatever it is, if you're a badminton guy. Yeah, so these are an all polyester. I've washed this black one, and I tell you, another hat that I like, it's a little rubber applique. You can see the venting in here. I would say Jones probably gets about a 9.5 out of 10. Really good quality, around 30 bucks. Not super bad price point wise. Another brand that I like, believe it or not, is Under Armour. And I think Under Armour makes some of the best hats. This is an older style. This is, and I'll get into this and I'll show you guys some of the detail here. This is kind of the black on black. Love the material they use in this. Like the details, the little rubber details. Like the Velcro, like everything about the Under Armour Golf. Very subtle. I wish more companies did stuff like that, but the material is really, really good. So Under Armour will give you a 9 out of 10. So now I won't say the best for last, but let's talk about what this brand has done for the golf industry. Melin, who, you know, started off selling hats at $59, and people said, no way in hell am I ever paying $60 for a hat. They sell out constantly. Then they became a $70 hat, and now they have 80 and 90 and 100 and $100+ hats that sell out. So let's talk about, are these still the best hat you can buy? Quality wise, no doubt. I think the hardest thing with Melin, and I think if you talk to a lot of people, is finding the fit for you. And I think the sizing is kind of problematic for some people. But for me, it's more of which model fits me the best. This is the Odyssey hat, and I like the Odyssey hat. I like the way it fits. It's very, and it doesn't seem like it, but it's a shallow fit with a very, I don't say super high, but a higher brim up here. I like their hats a lot. I don't wear them a lot, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I should, for the price I paid for them, and I've paid for all these. None of these were free. I should wear these all the time. I will say what I like about these is the quality, again, is crazy good. I like the details. I like the little rubber thing here, so when you're taking your hat off, you're supposed to put your thumb there. The only thing I will say, sometimes visually this gets on my eye line. You know, it sticks out a little bit. So, like, it's not super small. I like the detail. I think it's neat. The other thing they've done is they have a little pocket in here, and I'll take pictures of stuff where you can see. Look, I haven't even taken it out yet. There's a little pocket here that you can stash your money in or what have you. But the details on the Melin are the top notch in the industry by far. Again, I think it's the fit. Can you find the right fit? I believe, and I don't want to second guess here, 88% poly, 98% polyester, 2% spandex. So these, I have a couple upstairs. I have washed. They've done fine. Maybe not, again, the most durable. I know they say they have a lifetime warranty. I don't think they hold up that much better than some of these. Again, I wash them. I'll show you how I wash them in another video. But overall, really like the Melan hats. But I think they just came out with a lighter weight version, which I think is very cool. But it's a $90 price point, 90. So I think you start getting into a territory where you start spending $90 and $100 for one hat. I think you just got rid of 90% of your market. So overall, quality-wise, 10 out of 10. Durability, a 9 out of 10 with these. Is this still the best hat you can buy in golf? Yes. Am I being paid by anybody? No. I still think Melin is the standard for the highest quality hat. I did want to go over a couple other things real quick. So if you're a brand that wants to get hats made, I get my hats made through Zapped, Z-A-P-P-E-D. I think I end up paying like $17 or $18 a hat. These are almost as good. I mean, if I put these side by side, I mean, they're very close. I mean, you can tell what the industry has done here. They even have little marks that look like the hydro water marks. The inside is a little different. But if you're looking to get corporate hats, and again, I'm not sponsored by all means, so if you don't want to order from these guys, you don't have to. But really, really good hats. One other thing I wanted to show you guys was what I do for all my hats. And so I did a review last year, and people really probably didn't think much of it, but so I use these things called No Sweat. And No Sweat is, again, not sponsored, but I swear by these because I don't want to ruin a hat. So if I look into some of these hats, like if I look at my link sole, so my link sole has one in here, and these are cool because you can just pull them out. So what this is a temporary thing to put in your hat that collects the sweat. I've used these, they're probably in almost 80–90% of my hats, so I don't have to worry about ruining a hat or even having to wash them every time I play. But again, they end up being like around $1 each. No Sweat has all kinds of programs and all different sizes. This is called, I think this is called a trucker's cap size, and then they have different programs, but I swear by these, and again, not sponsored. I don't have any commissions or anything with these guys, but just thought I would sign up something to show you guys of what a cool product this is. And if you play any kind of sport, baseball or golf or tennis or pickleball, or these are awesome. And again, you rip them out at the end of the round. I probably have one in this hat too. You rip them out at the end of the round and you're good. You don't ruin your hat. That's why this hat is probably 6 or 7, or 8 years old. Still looks pretty good. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this kind of rundown of our opinions of the best golf hats in 2024 and early 25. If you're new here, please subscribe, please like, and if there's anything else you want to see, please let us know. And we will see you next time. Thanks, guys.